Earlier this week, I made a last-minute decision to book a trip to this Airbnb. I'm in the middle of nowhere in Brazil, and so I decided to come out here to try to get ahead of some things that I've been working on. Between client work and working on my first workshop, along with the community that I'm building after the workshop, I feel like a lot of these tasks have been put to the back burner, and it's something that I really just want to get ahead of. It's kind of hard to show you exactly what I'm working on through short-form content on Instagram, so I just wanted to bring you out here to show you exactly what it is and just give you a very transparent look of what a week like this tucked away in the woods looks like. So now let's go check out this cabin that I'm staying in. So yeah, the cabin has basically everything that I need, and honestly just being away from everything is what I wanted the most. And this place is really out here, so this is exactly what I wanted. It's also pretty insane that I'm making my first YouTube video in 7 years. I just went through and cleared all the content so you can't see it because it was fucking horrible. I honestly can't believe that I ever posted that stuff thinking that people would enjoy it. Other than my mom, obviously she loved it. But it's a bit of a time capsule to go back to the things that I was posting 7 years ago, now with a completely refreshed skill set. Over the past 30 days, I've been speaking to the camera every day for at least 10 minutes and just trying to get better at this. And in my old content, I had no idea what I was doing. So if that's a skill set that you want to work on, is talking to the camera, I highly recommend just setting up your camera once per day for 10 minutes and talking completely off the cuff about whatever's on your mind. You don't have to post it. To be honest, most of it's just going to be for you because you watch it back the next day and you realize what you want to work on. For me, my biggest thing was I always looked away, and I still think I do that, and I think you should do that because it's a little bit more natural than just staring. But just pick out one thing that you want to work on, and in the next video, just work on that. And slowly over time, you'll fix those issues and you'll be feeling a lot more confident. How cool is that? Good morning. Actually, it's 11:58. This morning I got up and went for a run, and something that I really struggle with as of lately is sticking to a routine. And I have always hated running to my core. I didn't need to run because I got cardio from other sources, basketball, volleyball, mountain biking. So now that I've started traveling and moving around in different locations every month, I've realized how hard it is to stay in shape when you're constantly on the move. And so I'm trying to nip that in the bud by starting to run. It's fucking, I hate even just saying it. But this morning I got in a 5K and my time wasn't very good, but we're just starting. I'm not gonna lie, that was way harder than I expected. But now I'm about to lock in and do some work on the workshop. I'm calling this first workshop the Creator Aesthetic Builder, but it is a lot more than just the aesthetics. Because to get a good visual aesthetic and understand what your audience will respond well to, you need to figure out who your audience is. And the way we're going to do this is through two different phases. The first one is kind of the personal brand essentials. This is everything that you need to know about what you're creating from the inside. So that starts by defining your avatar, figuring out who exactly is the one person on that side of the screen that you want to attract. After that, we're going to focus a little bit on your core values and your core beliefs. So we're going to run through an exercise called the Ikigai, which is used to help you find your life's purpose. I was first introduced to this by Tom Nosky, but I've seen a lot of creators talk about it since then. And when I first did this, I felt like it gave me so much clarity on what I wanted to do. And I also realized that once I went through the exercise, my purpose was actually pretty aligned with what I originally thought. But they were able to craft it into a way that makes it just a little bit more tangible. So we'll go through that exercise. And then from there, we start working on your content pillars. And this is essentially just the 3 to 5 most important categories that you want to put your content within. Everything you produce, email, scripts, videos, should touch on at least one of these categories. Once we have the basics, we're going to move into the actual visual identity. We're gonna start with a creator analysis and then create a mood board based on some of our favorite creators and some other platforms that will help you get inspired. And then actually put it into a single sheeter that's a good reference point to continuously come back to whenever you feel like you're straying off course. And the workshop is just the first phase of what I'm building. So I just finished my 7th video of the day. And the main reason I came out here wasn't to work on the workshop. The workshop was gonna get done regardless. The thing that I needed to work on was the community. And so what I'm doing is I'm using these workshops to build the community over the next few months. I just wanna help other people be able to experience this type of life. The entire purpose of the community is just to help creators find a way to take this full time. I plan to launch the full project at the beginning of next year, but I'm using these workshops to give you guys teasers of what the community will be. And the first one is building your personal brand and the identity that goes along with it. And so my main focus of the week is getting the community ready to go, because as soon as the people finish the workshop, they're gonna have access to the community, which is just ongoing support and making sure they have everything needed to take what we taught in the workshop and put it into action. The last thing I wanted to do was a 90-minute workshop where it's just an information dump and then good luck, figure it out. What I needed this to be, a 90-minute workshop with a bit of interactive elements so we can actually work through the pieces, and then supplementary material where I dive into each topic a bit deeper than what we can do in 90 minutes. So inside the community, we'll have Q&As and different systems that I've used both as a content creator and also for my marketing agency. I want to do more retreats in the future, and this will be a part of that. But the goal right now is to build out a live community where I can help anybody in the world regardless of where they're at. The biggest problem with the retreats is that either people can't come because they can't take off work, they also have to spend $2,000 on a ticket to go to Europe, and then you only have 7 days to do everything that I'm trying to teach in this community. And so while the retreat is so much fun and I can't wait to do it again, I just felt like it needed a bit of a restructure, and then, we'll come back to it. Good morning. So last night I was up pretty late editing, and it is just insane how much work you can get done when you just completely isolate yourself. I made a video about this recently about the power of removing the distractions, and coming out here was just such a great reminder that that is the best way to just lock in and get your shit done. Today was intended to be my final day, but I ended up actually extending because I'm really loving the productivity that I'm having out here. But I am gonna end the video here because I'm gonna try to post it today. If you're watching this video before September 22nd, you can use the link below to join the next workshop, which will give you access to the community as we continue to build it out. If you're watching it after the 22nd, then there's gonna be one workshop per month for the remainder of the year, and you can hop on any of those. Once you get in it, it'll give you access to the community as well, but just that workshop portion of it. And if you're watching this in 2026, then the community is live, and you're gonna have access to all of the workshops that I built this year. So yeah, if you made it this far, then I just wanna say thank you so much for watching. I'm super excited to have you on board, and like I said, I wanted to make this video to just give a very transparent look at what my vision for this community is, and hopefully I did that in this video. And if you have any questions at all, just drop them in the comments below. And yeah, keep creating, and I'll talk to you soon.